beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for February 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pertain to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your personal details and I'll never ask you for credit card details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading, my beautiful Scorpio. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, so you may have heard just before when I picked up this Tibetan symbols, there was a slight sound off one of them. That was drawing me to an attention for a piece of information that you are going to receive before everybody else. So what they're indicating is there's going to be something that it's almost like it's a piece of secret information or something that is given to you, or you receive it, or you work it out before other people. So I feel like you're going to know something in February before other people in your world. So for example, if you're waiting on news, you may get really good news, but you keep it to yourself for a little while before you expose it or something like that. So I feel like there's something, it's almost like premature information coming towards you, and you've been given a heads up on something. So anyway, we'll go deeper and find out what's going on there. Just to let you know, with the full moon on the 1st of February, your 4th house is activated. And that may make you think about your home life, where you belong, where you feel like you fit in, where you feel like you want to plant roots. Also, you'll be thinking about family as well there. We've got the 8th house of endings and beginnings, and we've got force there. These are 2 cards, the energy that you are embodying for the month of February there as well. I'm going to get to those cards in a moment. But just to let you know, also your 10th house of ambition is going to be starred when the full moon is in Leo on the 16th of February. So you will feel a boost of success, also of motivation, drive. I'm not surprised that you got the Mars energy right there, which is to take action, which is force, which is about you being a force to be reckoned with in some area of your life. But I feel at the beginning of the month, you're going to be thinking about the past a little bit. Now, Scorpio, you may be like, no, Baba, I don't want to think about the past. But sometimes Scorpio is attached to ghosts of the past, whether they're lovers or situations from the past, because you like to evaluate them, or you like to revisit them in order to see if there's any other lesson or anything more that can be sort of understood from a past situation. Now let me see. Thank you so much. Wow, did you see that bounce back? We've got the Chariot card and we've got the Hangman. So there's a push and pull energy happening here for you as well in the month of February, but we're going to go a little bit deeper and see what is happening when we get to the Celtic cross. But first off, I mean, there's even a skull in this picture, which tends to represent Scorpio energy. So this is about a rebirth of some kind. It does say here, 8th house of endings and beginnings. What's very important is for the 10th house, for you in particular, I know it says 8th house here, but energetically, according to planetary alignment, your 10th house is activated, which means you'll be thinking about your place in the world and what you're known for, your image, what you bring to the world and how you change it. Now, we all change our own world, our little patch of land, as it were, that we were given. We all change it in certain ways with people and our sort of interactions with them by spreading love, light, also, activating change for the better. But because it's your house of career, ambition, and things to be celebrated about you, I feel like you're going to really find your your flow in terms of success. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be on the right path. It says endings and beginnings here. That is exactly what you're known for, because you are that Scorpio energy of transition, of change. So I feel like you're really going to be in your element there. Also, 8th house, you know, number 8 tends to be about self. So I feel like there's a really revitalized energy of transformation going on here. But it is number 32. So when you reduce that, 3 plus 2 is 5, of course. And that is a challenge number. So I feel like you've been challenged quite heavily over the last couple of months, even the last couple of years. You may have been, you know, overcoming many obstacles and struggling in some way. I feel like there's a revitalized energy where you're stepping into a new cycle of change. Now, they're really highlighting the Tutankhamun kind of mask here. I mean, there is mystery here. So it's almost like something mysterious. Something other... I feel like, yeah, there's an element here. Scorpio, you tend to be a sign of mystery. Now, you may not really be in control of that. That's just a natural state that you tend to be in. People want to get to know you, and you know, it's not that you are not opening yourself up to it. I feel like sometimes you are misunderstood, or people, it's almost like they put their perception onto you, especially if they hear, oh, you're a Scorpio. All of a sudden that goes with a whole sort of like assumption as to what they think you're like, but they don't really dig deeper underneath the surface. But I feel like there's a potential to revitalize something, whether it's a relationship from the past, whether it is a friendship, or whether it is a career. I just feel like you're revitalizing something, okay? It's almost like doors are opening for you in your career, but I feel like you do actually do something to activate that. So I feel like there's a piece of information that comes to you that's not well known by a lot of people. And the information is just for you, but it allows you to take action on something and be a force to be reckoned with, especially since we got Mars. I mean, you got another number 5 there. 5s are important. They are, while some people see them as sort of very difficult numbers, difficulty tends to bring change in a really positive way. So you really understand that Mars force of sort of ripping things up in order to create something new. If you think about like forest fires, I don't know why they're giving it to me like this, but they are. If you think about forest fires in certain places, I mean natural ones, not ones that, you know, someone has set. Natural ones, that is the earth revitalizing the soil. So it is richer, deeper, more, you know, more it's almost like the richer in order to create more opportunity for growth. So I feel like there is a revitalization here for you, and I feel you're going to be I just feel like you're a real force to be reckoned with here. Okay, also you may pursue something or you may have been pursuing something for a while that really is in alignment with your soul path, but I feel like you may have a real wake-up call with that. Okay, it's almost like you make a decision to change something. We do have a devil card right there, so I will sort of check that out and see what that is for you. But the protagonist energy is the Judgment card, which is an Aries Scorpio energy. Okay, and Mars is also Aries Scorpio energy. So you're really governed by that determination to succeed in February, but also that passion, fiery. I mean, in terms of love, there's a real passionate kind of magnetic fiery energy, but it's also mysterious. It's almost like you're like a walking magnet in February, okay? Sort of attracting lots of attention, people, even if you don't want it. You may be sort of exuding this sort of mysterious energy where people are like, I gotta know that person. You know, whether it's career, whether it's love, you know, whether it's you just doing day-to-day groceries, you're gonna notice people just noticing you, okay? I feel that strong energy here. But the Judgment is about weighing up your options, okay? Now, if you do have placements in Leo, I mean, it's almost a joke. I keep saying this. If you do have placements in Leo, there's definitely something in the Leo reading for you, because there was a very strong Scorpio sort of element of rejuvenation and weighing up options as well. So there is a similar kind of energy here, but you're moving forward towards success quite quickly, I feel, with this. The Judgment card is thinking about your true prosperity, your true calling, and especially since you know, your 4th house and your 10th house is activated, you're really governed by that energy of what you stand for, your integrity, what sort of legacy you would leave on this world, like making your mark, who you are, what you're known for. It's almost like creating your stamp. So I do feel like with the Judgment card, you're having a rebirth. You're having it's almost like you're reviving your spirits, okay? You're coming back to the Scorpio that you always knew you were. Whereas recently, or in the last couple of months or years, you may have felt like you didn't know yourself, or almost like you disconnected from yourself, because there's an energy of stagnation. Okay, there was some sort of blockage, but I feel like you're really listening to your true calling now, and I feel you're going to recognize you're on the right path. You're going to gain a lot of clarity. Your guides are going to be with you quite heavily in February, just so you're aware. Now, the Judgment card is the card of second chances, so it is about revitalizing that energy for your career. So if you felt like it was stagnant, or you felt like friendships were stagnant, or you felt like you put yourself on hold, especially because we're going through a major pandemic. I know it's been 2 years and a bit in the making. So I feel like we're existing in the suspended energy, depending on where you are in the world. I really feel like you're getting revitalized to come out of a comfort zone, or come out of stagnation, as it were. It's almost like you're dusting yourself off and you're getting out there after a period of either solitude or being off grid, because I really feel a push and pull energy of you wanting to get out and reconnect, but also this energy of being at home. Okay, so that really again connects to your 4th house of home life, your family, and where you feel like you belong, your roots, and then the career house, that 10th house, of you sort of making your mark and being that force to be reckoned with on your sort of life's purpose, whatever it is for you. It's going to be different for everybody. Now, because we have the Judgment card here, and we do have that 4th house activated, there is someone from the past that I feel is thinking about you. This person could have strong Virgo in their chart, could also be Cancerian, Pisces energy, maybe a bit of Capricorn. I mean, there's a heavy set energy that they have Aries in their chart as well. So I mean, it doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising in those signs, but they've got strong elements in those areas. We've got the High Priestess energy, and this is in your challenge position. So this is about secret information. This is about repression of information, or something that intuitively you feel is off. I feel like you're going to get the truth. Okay, it's almost like I got the High Priestess in the reverse. So, I mean, you may be keeping something to yourself, whether you get this piece of information and you keep it to yourself, or you may be, it's not that you're secretive, you're in a natural state of mystery. That is your element. That's because you're not the sort of person to go out shouting about who you are, or you let your work or yourself talk for it. It's almost like you let your work talk for itself. You don't naturally sort of seek the limelight, as it were, but you may have placements where you have this energy of pushing yourself forward, being an extrovert in one moment, and then being an introvert in another. So I do feel like you're blossoming in some area of your life. You're reconnecting to your spiritual gifts. You may be doing a lot of manifestation, but I feel like this is about using your intuition, trusting yourself on something, especially if you have people from the past returning. Okay, but this could be a return of an opportunity. It doesn't have to be a person. I feel like it's almost like something is going to come up for you in February where you're like, I need to go away, sit and think on this, and then I'm going to make my decision. Okay, we've got the Devil card energy here. There is an obsessive energy about you and a person. I don't really want this to be a love relationship reading, because I'm going to be doing one of those, especially for Valentine's Day and all of that. Whether you believe in Valentine's Day or not, I know it's very commercialized, so but that'll be a separate reading. But there's something here, I am picking up on a very obsessive connection between you and another person. This person's obsessed with you. You are equally obsessed with this person, in moments though. It's almost like they're hot potatoes. Okay, one moment it's all about obsession, it's hot and heavy. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. I mean, it could be a friendship as well, where it's both of you are really like in the mix with each other, and then all of a sudden it just goes cold, or it's like reject. I just get this energy of push and pull between you and this person. So it could be an ex, it could be a relationship between a friendship or a family, where it's like a power dance sometimes. Okay, so I'm just picking up on that. There's a lot of blockage. I feel like you and this person, you may sacrifice your ego, which is actually quite a positive thing, in order to overcome the blockage in that union. So whether it's a friendship or whether it's a love relationship, I feel like you can get past some of this stagnant energy. Okay, the Devil card is not an evil card. It basically reminds you that there is some sort of blockage here, and we need to identify the blockage. This particular Devil card, beautiful deck there, ex-Animo Tarot deck by AUGURE. There's theatrical curtains. So there's some sort of dramatic situation, but it's presenting as fear that is not real. Okay, so there may be some sort of fear, illusion of fear from the past. As you can see, when you discover the root cause of whatever it is that's scary or intimidating, or it feels like illusion, when we identify the root of it, we can overcome the fear. We can recognize that actually it's something that was presenting as real, that was trying to govern us or control us in some way, and they have no control. So I feel like even if it's a person who's been acting in a low vibration, who's been trying to control you in some way, you move past that. You can see it. You may even have to sacrifice a friendship or relationship if you feel like they're doing this on purpose. I mean, the Devil card could also be like obsession. You and a person sort of reconnecting from the past and like having a lot of chemistry between each other, as it were. It may be like a fling on the cards for you if that's what you're looking for. But I feel like you're looking for stability. I feel like you're looking for something deeper, something more below the surface. So I don't feel like, whilst it's available to you to have a fling, and there's nothing wrong with that, I do feel like you're moving on. I feel like you would sacrifice something like that for something deeper, something greater, something more important. But I feel like you're releasing your fears as well. You're overcoming a personal fear in February, is what I feel. I feel like you're detaching yourself from anything that's held you back, because that fourth house does make us look at the past a little bit. So I feel like you're moving on from that. You're keeping some things and you're releasing others. The Judgment card is a card of you weighing things up. Do they get a free pass in my life? Does this situation deserve to be revisited? Am I happy where I'm at? If I'm not, what do I need to change? So I feel intuitively you're removing blockages and you're moving forward. The Chariot card signifies success, some sort of victory, a personal win over a challenge or something that you may have found was difficult to overcome. Your determination and willpower sees you sort of moving past that. Some of you are actually going to be wondering where you belong, whether you belong where you're living right now, whether you want to change, whether you want to move home or travel, whether you want to be freer, or whether you want to commit yourself to something that is a bit more long-term, has a contract that keeps you a bit more stuck in a routine. So I feel like you're going to be weighing up your options with that. The Chariot card also is about pushing past obstacles for essential growth. So I do feel like you're going to be fearless in your energy. It's almost like you're going to identify a fear and you're going to overcome it and move past it and just leave it all behind. Okay, I do feel like you're in control of your destiny. You're making a really big decision about your soul path in February, really big one. And I feel like you're going to listen to your heart, and I feel like you're going to take the power back in some way, and you're going to activate some sort of change, which may see you travel in some way, but it's something you've been waiting to do for a while. Okay, now the Hangman energy is basically it's a bit of pause, but it's also about releasing restrictions, seeing things from a new angle. So for example, if you and a person in the past, a loving relationship, maybe you separated from somebody, both of you maybe have been very immature when you first met each other, and maybe you didn't know how to handle, you or this person or the person you were dealing with didn't know how to handle the intensity of the love between you both, because I do feel like there's some sort of psychic bond here. There's an energy of being obsessed with somebody, or both of you kind of obsessed with each other. So I'm just picking up on that. I have to mention it because that's what they're giving me. With patience and perseverance, you and this person can actually overcome an ego that is preventing both of you from being vulnerable with each other and opening up. So there is a potential for a loving relationship. This person sees you as a missed opportunity. So I do feel like they're coming back on in. I do feel like it's connected to passion. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. It's not going to be for everyone, but I just feel like this person is coming back in for a second chance. So just so you're aware, trust your intuition. It will never lead you astray, okay? The Hangman also, I feel like if you've been on pause for a while in your career or you felt things were just not moving, I feel like you've been manifesting new opportunities and you may have to release some of the sort of, it's almost like release the way you thought you would get to your goal. So for example, if you are starting at point A and you thought, okay, I have a vision of achieving at point B, and there's a direct route to that. So you may be taking that. Spirit may say, oh, okay, no. It's much better if you take A 8.0 or something over here and you're taking a detour in some way. I feel like there's a detour occurring for you in February, but it leads you to something greater, something better, something that's to be celebrated. So a lot of success here. It may feel a little bit scary. I do have an energy coming through of someone being afraid of success, because it means things are going to change, and change in a good way, but change all the same. So for example, you may get the job of your dreams, but it requires you to travel, which means you have to uproot your home life in some way, or you may have to move away from your family, or so it's almost like the success is amazing, but it comes with some sort of change that you're a little bit nervous about, okay? So just be mindful of that. I do feel like you'll see it from a different angle of how you're winning and how it's really awesome opportunity for you. Now I'm just going to do a Celtic cross just to see the details of what's coming your way. But I feel this month in particular is all about your soul path, your true prosperity, your true north, being on the right path, connecting to your psychic skills a little bit more. We got 7 of Pentacles there. So you're working really hard. That's the heart of the matter. I'm just going to see, we're starting to get synchronicities here. We got double 7 to start. We've got 7 of Cups. So there's some options coming your way. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Now, you know, we got 6 of Swords. They're giving me a song, and I gotta be honest with you, Scorpio. This song, it's not just this song, but a very famous person transitioned over the last, I think it was last week. I don't know anything really about this person, other than some of the songs that may have come on the radio. It's Meatloaf, so I don't really know what the person stood for or anything like that. I just know a couple of songs that may have come on the radio once or twice. But because he's recently transitioned, a lot of his energy is currently in the ether, and I'm picking up all the time on his songs, okay? And I just did a Leo reading, and this song came up in the Leo reading, and the same song is coming up for you. So there's definitely some sort of correlation there. And the song is, you took the words right out of my mouth. It must have been while you were kissing me. And it's on a loop, okay? I only give the songs that come up in when I'm scrying, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading. Now that may be that it's constantly playing on the radio. I'm not really sure. I'm not listening to the radio these days. So if you just heard that song before this reading, there's something in this message for you. Or you may hear that song just after the reading. I mean, I feel like there's going to be something here that you're going to love, Scorpio, in your February, but it's going to make you speechless. Okay, and I'm a Scorpio, you know, and I'll go silent when I'm in a protective energy. It's not a game. It is when I need to reserve my energy and really go into a thoughtful process about what's going on in my world. So there may be something that actually makes you speechless. Maybe it's this piece of information. Maybe it's a person who tries to reconnect to you from the past. So please take it as it resonates. Oh gosh. We have a real transformative month for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Now, these readings are not meant to be about love, but there's definitely the potential of a partnership here for you. We've got the Lovers card showing up in a near future position. So if you are looking for love, oh my gosh, and we got a 4 of Wands there, so that's definitely commitment. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? If you're already in a loving relationship, you're definitely deepening your commitment here to whatever, to the partnership, shall we say. Thank you so much. Balance and harmony. So they want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much. 4 swords. Wow, one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? And we've got transformation. Okay. Transformation. Sorry, they're just giving me something. One moment, please. One more. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guide. Whoa, I gotta go get those cards. That was quite explosive energy, so let me see what's that. Please, I'm a Scorpio. I can't read for myself, unfortunately, but please don't let it be a tower for you all. One moment, please. I'm just going to go get that. Another 7. Another 7. Okay, and we got 8 swords. So this may make you, this news or whatever this is, may make you go a little bit up in your head. But let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Pentacles. You're working really hard. You're focusing on your finances, building a sort of stable environment for you, your home life perhaps. I feel like you have had a lot of patience. You've been patiently waiting for success, and you've been building an empire financially, trying to be able to save. 7 of Pentacles also is an energy of you focusing on healthy growth. Okay, so I do feel like 7 is movement forward energy. That 7 of Pentacles, I feel like you've been cultivating your world and looking at the energy that you put towards situations or people. You are streamlining your energy. You're making sure that whatever you invest your energy or your time in is worth it, because you've experienced situations in the past that you've given your love, your care, and your attention to, and I feel like either those situations took advantage of you or you felt like you lost out. You always put so much hard work into everything, so I feel like you are trying to, it's almost like take it a little bit easier. You work really hard, and especially when you want to passionately achieve something, you may become a little bit obsessive about the energy. And I feel like you're recognizing that even when you're obsessive about something, and even when you just sort of sit back and relax a little bit more about it, but still put the energy in and you know, put your time and your love in, you're getting the same result. So I feel like you're trying to not obsess over things, maybe particularly this year, but I feel you're starting to recognize that what is meant for you will never pass you by. The 7 of Pentacles is a wonderful energy of opening up to a new strategy, for example. Sometimes it can be about being at a crossroads. You know, you've done everything you can to cultivate your world and manifest what you're truly hoping to achieve. And you may be looking at the plan and saying, oh, what else can I do to help myself on the journey? How else can I progress in a situation? So I feel like you are contemplating some sort of change in your energy. Okay, how you focus your energy, and I feel like you're opening yourself up to new options. It's not that you are not on the right path. You absolutely are on the right path. The energy is like, how can I get there quicker, or how can I influence my chances for success? How can I open myself up to new options? The 7 of Cups is about sort of looking at your priorities, and I feel like your priorities are much more grounded and rooted in a plan. This is about your artistic endeavors or your dreams, your abilities. I feel like you're actually unleashing your imagination and allowing yourself an opportunity to dream bigger and bolder. Okay, whenever you get a 7 of Cups, this is about your potential, your possibilities, and you've got a lot of potential. You're a hard worker, you've got courage, you've got strength, the 3 of Swords is in the past. So that means you've experienced a very hard journey to be where you're at right now. And you've also experienced losses. You know what it's like to lose. So the time is changing here for you to gain. So I do feel like things are shifting in a much more positive way for you. But I feel like you're looking with this 7 of Cups at all the situations in the past, so where you won, where you lost rather, where you exhibited insecurity, where you felt fear, where you actually transformed. I feel like you're sort of re-examining different areas of your life to see where your heart lies, what path you truly are wanting to be on there. This 7 of Cups says you've got a lot of choices, and sometimes when we've got a lot of choice, we feel like it's almost like we're suspended because there's so many options, we don't know which one to choose. So 7 of Cups also, I feel like you're going to gain clarity. You're going to get a sense of, it's almost like they just keep giving me this energy of, because they're actually showing me something that I'm like, what? How is that relevant to your reading? They're showing me a polygraph test. So I can't imagine you're listening to my reading and doing a polygraph test at the same time. And I don't think you probably have access to a polygraph test unless you're someone who works within legalities or something like that. So polygraph is about identifying the truth. And Scorpio, you are an energy that always identifies the truth. So maybe you're testing somebody, or you're going through some sort of testing time. I feel like you're going to come out with flying colors. This could also be someone who sort of revisits from your past and comes in and you don't trust this person. It's almost like you may test them in some way, or you may, they open themselves up to be tested because they want to come back into your world. Let me just clarify that energy. I mean, it's gone in the, I'm scrying in the water. That was the image that came through just now. So polygraph test, I mean, please take it as it resonates. This is certainly not going to resonate for everyone, but thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about success. So whatever it is you feel, either you are being tested on, whether it's you being tested on the truth, or whether you being, I mean, you're always leading with integrity and truth, my beautiful Scorpio. So I can't imagine that someone would question your integrity. But if you are feeling like someone is, I feel like you pass with flying colors. Or if you're testing somebody, I feel like they are going to pass with flying colors. I do feel like whatever options are coming your way, you're stepping into a spotlight. This is a recognition of a job well done. This is victory. This is some sort of award. I mean, maybe you're receiving an award for uncovering something, or you know, this piece of information, a successful piece of information comes your way that not everybody's got access to, and it allows you to elevate. This is about stepping into the spotlight, being, you know, recognized for someone who's almost put apart. You're being elevated in some way. It's almost like all eyes are on you. I'm going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficient, okay? You're having a real glow up, as the cool kids call it, in February. Just be mindful if anyone is sort of revisiting from the past, that they're not attracted to your success. If they were not there when there was tough times, sort of really rethink the energy. They don't deserve to be there when you're successful, if they weren't supporting you when you're on your way to success. But there's definitely an energy with that Nine of Pentacles of you financially sort of bossing up, being totally self-sufficient, having financial gain. There's a lot of options available to you where I feel like you are going to experience some sort of positive boost, some sort of successful boost in February. So a lot of options are coming your way in February that leads to success, okay? The Six of Swords, which is deep down energy, this is below you. This is about you moving out of troubled waters, moving out of anxiety, moving out of overthinking. This is a rite of passage. This is a different way of thinking to bring greater wisdom. So this card typically means Spirit is protecting you on the journey and moving you out of tough times into calmer waters. So if you've been going through a real ringer where you've actually been re-examining your priorities, wondering where your life's purpose is, if you've been a bit aimless recently, which is not typically a Scorpio energy, if you felt a little bit lost because of the time period perhaps, or because of some sort of delay on something, you're going to really feel energized and move past that energy, and you're going to be moving forward. This is also a relocating card. So some of you may be moving. You may be saving all of your money to try and look at your options and wonder where you belong. So some of you may be wanting to move home or move job in some way, or I just feel like you are trying to find peace in your world. And, you know, it's almost like you don't want the drama. But somehow, Scorpio, the drama just finds you, right? So I feel like you are protected and redirected, especially if you felt like you lost out on an opportunity, or you've been wondering about indecision. I feel like you're going to be guided to the right path. Now, also, they're giving me, if there's a relationship that you've currently separated from, whether it's a friendship or a love relationship, they do want me to sort of make you aware that a Seven of Pentacles is you wanting to save something, because this is a card of, is this savable? Okay, if I put my attention on it and I have patience and work on something, can I save it? The Seven of Cups says you have options, but sometimes there may be commitment issues. So you may feel like there's either you or the person have options and it just doesn't quite connect, or you may feel a little bit scattered in your energy trying to fulfill a need that is not solid. I hope that makes sense. I don't think it does. It's almost like if, for example, you were connected to someone in the past and they wanted to reconnect with you, but every time you gave them a second chance or a third chance or a fourth chance, they just seemed to just blow it up. And, you know, it never went anywhere. They self-sabotaged. So just be mindful of that energy, especially if you're giving second chances to people. Just be in that protective energy, okay? Now, in the past, we've got Three of Swords. So this is a loss. This is some sort of experience where it broke your heart. And I feel like you experience quite a lot of situations, my beautiful Scorpio, because you allow yourself to open up. You open your heart in courage to go after goals and dreams and love, you know, the great love relationship, the great love story, all of the things. You sort of live with wild abandon, which is wonderful. It's so admirable. But you do open yourself up to losing in situations. So, I mean, this is my personal take on it. I would rather have loved and lost than never have loved at all. I know that's such a cliched situation or sentence, but it means I lived. It means I existed. It means I experienced that passion, that drive. And that's in career and in love and in all areas of life. You know, it's like get busy living or get busy dying. You know, that's a quote from a film that came up in a reading many, many months ago, but I feel it's relevant here. And I feel like everything you lost or felt like you experienced in terms of heartbreak have given you the strength to survive and thrive. Okay, you've got strength. You were given this journey because you're strong enough to take it. So it may have been a difficult journey, but I feel like it really opened you wide with your third eye and your crown chakra to success. Okay, so there is like, I feel like your courage is actually going to see you be successful. But also in terms of love, if you've been hurt in the past, there may be a little bit of a barrier or armor around your heart, a protective barrier so that you don't get hurt again. So remember, you know, whilst it is a difficult energy to be in, if you remain in that protective energy, you actually risk not allowing someone else in or not allowing yourself to express yourself and love. So just be a little bit mindful of that. Your courage will see you through. You will open yourself up. But this is a strength card. This is about self-care. Okay, it's a reminder to love yourself, activate, you know, self-care routines, and build healthy boundaries. There's a difference between a healthy boundary and a brick wall, especially if you do want to connect to someone in the past and both of you are exhibiting maturity now, and, you know, a real desire to move on from past situations. I do feel like you can open up and let this person in, and vice versa. But the strength card sees you overcoming a struggle and releasing anger attached to it as well. So I feel like this is also about control, you being connected to nature. I do feel like you're bending with the elements that you're existing in. So if there's been a tough time that you've been going through, I feel like you are navigating the way as best you can, and you're coming out the other side changed, but full of love for the journey and also success. I do feel like the success here. Now in the near future, we've got Venus. That is obviously the planet of love. Now Venus is in retrograde until the 29th of January. So that is where people tend to reconnect or revisit energy. People from the past reach out, but it's also in retrograde. So in February, it goes direct. So there's more opportunity to follow your heart, more opportunity to be successful, more opportunity to experience successful partnerships, and, you know, create the loving environment and success that you truly desire. So I feel like you're going to be an open vessel to receive in February, all the good things that are coming towards you. So that's why I feel like this is push and pull energy for you, because you're in a receptive energy to receive with the Venus energy there, but also with the Mars force, you've got this proactive energy where you're going to go for it. Okay, so I feel there's a lot of passion, a lot of love in your February sort of chart. But this is the Lover's card, okay? So it also means choice. So I feel like you got a lot of choices to make when it comes to your direction in February. Whether it's your career, I feel like you're looking at your career or your ambition and wondering, is my heart still in it? And if it's not, you may be tweaking parts of it in order to go towards your goal or your dream in a different way. Just tweaking the plan doesn't mean you are not on the right path. It means some things may not have been working to get you to where you want to go. So you may sort of choose another option in order to get to your desired outcome. But the Lover's card also is about love. So I do feel in the near future, if you're looking for love, there is absolutely a relationship coming on in here that will lead to a partnership, a soulmate attraction, the strength of two together, people choosing each other because there is love, there is passion. I feel like you're leaving the heartbreak story behind. It's all gone in the past, and I feel like you're embracing love. But because you've experienced a difficult journey, you may have some moments of mental conflict or fear or insecurity. So just watch out for that. If you're in a business partnership, for example, I feel like it will be harmonious. I feel like you're going to have the courage to expand on opportunities, and I feel like you're moving out of any troubled water there. And I feel like there is some money, a lot of money coming on in towards you as well. And you may even merge with another company in some way, or you may merge with a brand. I feel like there's expansion here for you, which is very, very exciting. But I also feel like there is celebration. There is a cause for celebration in February for you. Now, your advice to yourself is to keep your eyes open. We've got the Ace of Swords there. So you are keeping your eyes open, almost like you're keeping your eyes open in case someone lies to you or deceives you, or you're keeping your eyes open to make sure that you have clarity. This card typically means fate and destiny intervening to bring you a moment of mental clarity, either a new idea. So I do feel like you're opening yourself up to fate in some way, asking the law of karma to deliver that good karma that you actually truly deserve to transform your world. This card also is a card of synchronicity as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you're going to experience a lot of double numbers. I mean, you've got 3 sevens there. That's jackpot. So you've got 2 sevens here and an outcome. You got 7 energy there as well. So that's 3 sevens in your reading already, which means, jackpot energy. Aces bring new ideas as well. So you may be seeing something in a different light, but it basically means triumphant success. So this is a major breakthrough, and I feel like you are activating something, whether it's communication with somebody or whether it's news coming on in here for you. I feel like things are going to start picking up for you in a really fast pace, and this is excellent transformation for your world. Now, if this is at work, this is a major breakthrough at work. Or an idea that you had sees you succeed, because straight after that, we've got celebration. If you haven't talked to somebody in a while, I feel like they're going to reach out. If you want love, if you have a romantic connection with that person, I feel like you and this person could reunite and be back together. Okay, if you're not looking for a love relationship that you've experienced in the past and you're looking for new, this could be that you are talking to somebody new and it leads to a higher level of commitment in the future. Okay, there is solid investment. You're getting 2 aces here. Okay, so there's solid investment. But this is a personal breakthrough that is occurring for you. Also, swords are about communication. So I do feel like this piece of information or some sort of message comes through that changes everything in February for you, whether it's career or love, depending on how you, whatever it is you're waiting for. Okay, but you've got a lot of options. Now, the 4, this position is the external circumstances. So the external circumstances are ripe for you to celebrate a win, but also to reunite with people that you haven't spoken to for a long time. The 4 of Wands is a reuniting energy, whether it's with friends. As I said, you may have felt disconnected or distant from your energy, or you may have gone off grid for a while and felt like you're in that solitary energy, in a protective kind of energy, and you may not have reached out to many people because that High Priestess energy sees you being quite mysterious, off grid, not because you wanted to, but because you felt you had to in some way. I see you wanting to reconnect with people. whether it's that friend that you haven't spoken to since the pandemic began, whether it is that friend that you haven't seen since uni, or whether it is someone that you yearn for. I do feel like there is some sort of reconnection energy here. But most importantly, and I'm going to pull a card on this one, I feel like there's some sort of success that you will be celebrating in February. And I feel like it's almost like a milestone, like you're halfway towards something. The Four of Wands tends to be about Two of Swords there. You're having a real breakthrough on something. Yeah, I mean, the Five of Wands in reverse, just to let you know, I'm reading both the uprights and the reversals in these two decks here because they give me more depth. Something that you were undecided on, or whether you were unsure on, or you felt was stagnant, that nothing was happening. There is a major breakthrough. The Five of Wands says whatever it is you are fighting for, there is success, there is harmony. Whatever it is you were in training for, you're going to get what you hoped for. You may have felt like nothing was moving. You may have felt like you couldn't take action on something because the Two of Swords tends to be stalemate energy, considering options energy. But that Five of Wands says you're having a major breakthrough. Whatever it is you were fighting for, or whatever it is you truly desired, that you were even training for, there is success here and harmony. If you were arguing with a person and you wanted to be reunited with this person, I feel like there is going to be a moment where you can resolve your problems, and it's not going to be stalemate energy anymore. There is a movement forward. So I feel very positive that there is a shift in your energy in February where something that you've been fighting for or really struggling to achieve is achievable in February. Now, the hope and fear is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is about commitment, but it's also financial rewards. So if you are someone who, for example, you were trying to save your job, or you had lost your job, I feel like for those who lost their job, I feel like there's a new opportunity coming in that brings more money than you earned before. If you're in a job at the moment, I feel like there is a raise or some sort of opportunity for promotion. Now, I know that economically things are really difficult for a lot of companies, but I do feel like there is change where there is a financial reward or incentive coming on in here. So I do feel like there's positive financial shifts for you in February. I feel like it's actually a lot of money coming on in. But Aces of Pentacles tends to be about new money sometimes. So I do feel like if you are activating a secondary job, or you have a second job there, I feel like there is an extra stream of income coming your way that sees you really boss up financially. In terms of relationships, I feel like you are seeking commitment on a deeper level. You're not looking for a quick fling, although, if there's nothing about that you feel warrants a deeper relationship or deeper connection, you are capable of having a fling, but I feel like it's something you're not really interested in, according to the energy that's coming through here. But you do have options, especially when it comes to passion and investment, and I feel like you are going to commit to somebody on a deeper level. The fear here is that they withdraw their energy, or that you invest in something and you find that the carpet is pulled from underneath you. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that, because I feel there is stability here. And as you can see, there's two sort of dragonflies there, and dragonflies, they have a very short span, but they find their how can I put that? Could you please give me the name that they're giving? Sorry, they're showing me an image at the same time, so I'm trying to disconnect from the image for a moment just to get the, thank you so much, I'm sure grateful, to try and get the word that I'm looking for. So dragonflies tend to find their counterpart, the one energy that they want to connect to, a life partner type thing. So I do feel like there is a desire for planting roots with somebody at this time, and I do feel like you will have an opportunity for that investment with somebody in February. Okay, now I'm just going to pull a quick card on that. The image that they're showing me, could you show me and again, please? Oh, okay, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. They're just showing me someone ironing. I couldn't quite grasp, because they were showing me a hand doing movement, and I couldn't quite grasp what they were doing, but now the image is more clear and I can see that it's ironing. So if you're ironing, there's something in this message for you. If you're physically ironing as you're listening to this reading, if you're not ironing, it could be that you are sort of There's something here about perfectionism coming through. So I feel like you may be looking at your relationship with perfectionism and sort of releasing control on that. But it could be that you're ironing out some creases in a situation that you felt was, we've got the Seven of Swords here. It's another 7. So it's a very important message. Seven of Swords in the reverse is about someone that either someone ghosted you in the past or you felt was dishonest with you in some way. This is about them revealing their truth and not wanting to run anymore. So if you're dealing with a loving relationship or wanting to connect to somebody and have a loving relationship with a person, I mean, there is someone who left a connection in a very undesirable way who wants to make amends. Okay, you may have caught them doing something, and I feel that it can strengthen the relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a friendship. You caught them doing something. Maybe you caught them telling you an untruth, or you caught them, I mean, if they've betrayed you, that's something you probably find it difficult to overcome, because Scorpio, betrayal is, well, it's a big no-no for everybody, but Scorpio, you feel it deep, real deep. Okay, I'm just going to get another card there. We got the Lovers in the reverse. I was talking about this card in terms of love, because I feel the energy connected to the card, and the Lovers in the reverse basically tells me that someone you separated from, someone that you have deep feelings for, someone you thought was a soulmate, you may have broken up with this person or argue with this person, or this person has regrets and they want to make amends. They made some bad choices, they took some wrong turns, but they keep coming back to you. This person may be someone who does return, but I feel like they want to invest something solid and healthy now. That's your call, my beautiful Scorpio. These readings are not meant to be about love. So these monthlies are meant to be about general energy. So there could be also, for example, something that you separated from, maybe a work situation or a friendship where you felt something was underhanded. I feel like they may come towards you with communication, or you may find a truth that was connected to that, something that you couldn't put your finger on, but it is revealed. So they're showing me the polygraph test again. So there's an undercurrent. I mean, the Seven of Swords in the upright is about someone who is either lying, or someone who's betraying a trust, or running away from a difficult situation, avoiding their feelings, but they're still, as you can see, leaving 2 swords behind because they still want to keep a foot in the door. But the Lovers in the reverse with that card, it's almost like someone putting you on hold. And it's an underhanded reason. So if you feel like you're being breadcrumbed, or like a work situation is dangling a carrot, so they were going to partner up with you or give you a raise or promotion, but it still hasn't happened, or something like that. I feel like you're smashing through a glass ceiling, and it's in a way, and you're taking charge. You're overcoming it. It's almost like you're a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like they know that. They want to reinvest in you in some way. So I'm not really sure what that energy is. So if I can't get it, I will always be honest and say I can't quite get it, okay? Now, they're showing me dominoes. Maybe this came up for your reading in the past. They're just showing me like a domino effect. It's almost like when you touch one domino, the rest of the dominoes sort of fall in a line. So I feel like dominoes, they're just showing me dominoes falling. It's like a chain reaction kind of energy. So I'm not really sure what that's connected to, unless you're literally building a domino sort of trail as you're listening to this reading, which I can't imagine you are. But I'm going to leave that image there. I feel like it's quite precise. We've got the 8 of Swords and we've got the 7 of Swords, both of them back to back. Now the 7 of Swords has come up again for you. So they're showing me there's something here you don't trust. And maybe a person either told you a fib in the past and you can't trust them now, or you're trying to overcome, but it's almost something that you found it difficult to get past. Someone lying to you about something. And 8 of Swords says it's a self-imposed restriction. So, for example, you're not meant to be, you're not blamed for it, my beautiful Scorpio, but if someone, it's almost like twice shy. Yeah, once bitten, twice shy. So if someone is underhanded with you in some way, you phase them out, basically. Or you may be warm-hearted enough to give a person or a situation a second opportunity to prove themselves. And if they do it again, it's almost like you can't trust this person anymore. And if this person, it's almost like someone cries wolf. If they come to you a third time and they really mean it this time, they've changed, you don't know how you can trust that person. You just can't. So the Eight of Swords keeps you stuck because you're like, I know you. I know the pattern. I can't get past this. So it's basically asking you, is there something that you cannot get past that's preventing you from transforming? That is almost like a lesson in itself. This is a very complex reading, my beautiful Scorpio. What they're giving me, because the Judgment card is the beginning card, I just feel like someone is wanting to rebirth a connection with you or renew something with you, maybe even try and regain your trust in some way, but it's very, very difficult. The Four of Swords says you are protected, but you may feel like disconnecting for a while and being solitary to really think about it. I mean, the Transformation card is the Death card, which, you know, this is your energy. You are really sort of changing the way that you look at something, but it's difficult. You're making way for new beginnings. So I feel like you are releasing the past. You're rising from the ashes. So if, for example, an old work went, you know what, Scorpio, we miss you. We think you're awesome. We'd love to offer you your old job back. You'd be like, screw you guys. I've got something better. So I feel like you're transitioning on and, you know, being a real force to be reckoned with. They're gonna watch you successfully rise and sort of kick themselves that they missed out on the opportunity to be there when your success came. That's what I really feel here. The Four Swords says you are protected. And it is an energy to renew, you know, to renew yourself. Get rest. Make sure you sleep. Make sure, you know, you're in a healthy energy, because there's going to be a lot of action. And we've got the Balance card, which is the Temperance card. So I feel like you are patiently changing your world around. There's going to be balance and harmony. You know, this outcome for me, I feel like you're challenging the way that you used to think about a situation, and you're more peaceful, and you're reacting to it in a different way. You're responding to it in a different way that's going to shock a lot of people, or change the way someone looks at you. Let's see what that is. Eight of Cups, you're walking away from it. You're saying, no, I can't, no. I'm not letting you reinvest in this. I feel like you're seeking greater authenticity. That's an Eight of Cups. You're on a journey of discovery. So you're releasing anything that is holding you back, or anything that doesn't feel emotionally rewarding. But there's something here that will tempt you to think about it. Can you please, God? I mean, look, you got the Six of Swords again. These are all cards that are saying move away from this energy. Move away from anything that causes you mental unrest. Move away from anything that causes you anxiety. Move away from anything that's not emotionally rewarding. And again, you're protected. I'm going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. King of Wands. Now, this is that energy of power, courage, success. The King of Wands is an Aries card. So it's that Mars energy, you being influencer, you being successful, you being bold leader, stepping into a position of power and taking the right option that's meant for you, and leaving something or somebody who rejected you in the past. I just get this energy of like, you kind of like influencing and being confident, stepping into either a leadership role, having some sort of promotion, and it's almost like people who didn't believe in you before are going to watch you rise and be like, oh, damn, I wish I'd never treated Scorpio like that. Or I feel like also you're going to inspire others. And again, they're highlighting this salamander energy, which is protection. This is a card of protection. So I feel like you're going to be motivated to move on from something, and you're following your heart. It's going to lead to a lot of money, a lot of success, really good news coming on in. I would be mindful of anyone trying to really reconnect with you, because it just feels like it's not rewarding. Okay, so I mean, you can, of course, with patience and hard work, reinvest in something, but I feel like you're walking away from situations that don't respect you. I'm going to go with another deck just before I close. Can you show me an outcome for February? Oh, there is a loving relationship here. There's definitely a loving relationship. There's a partnership. You got the Two of Cups. But the Temperance card in reverse, it may make you feel out of control. So it's almost like a really passionate, disruptive kind of energy. It's almost like love comes when it's most inconvenient. You're focusing on your career, then all of a sudden love comes on the path. Or you're aligning yourself with partnerships and you're not sure. You may feel like you've been stuck in a rut for a while, then all of a sudden loads of opportunities come towards you, and it's about finding the one that connects to your heart. Don't be impatient. They just said don't be impatient. Okay. Don't be impatient when there's moments of nothing happening. The Queen of Cups says don't be insecure. Okay. Don't let insecurity get in your way. Page of Pentacles indicates there is a pure offer coming on in here for you. It's pure. It is golden. And embrace it with both hands is what they're giving me. Whether this is a job or whether this is a love relationship that you've patiently waited for, this is a really awesome opportunity to get everything that you truly desired. And I feel like you've waited for this for such a long time. So don't doubt yourself if there's been a bit of a pause. I'm just going to leave it like that. It's a very complex reading this month. Let's see what Personal Power Oracle deck has for you. This is by DEJA DREWIT. I am a dreamer. Now that King of Wands energy is a dreamer, but also activates the plan, takes action. Okay, so I am a dreamer. And we've got I am curious. So as I said, there's going to be something here that does tempt you to think about it. Okay, so you're curious. And we've got I am abundant. I mean, if that is not a card of success, I don't know what is. A lot of cash there, celebratory energy, glass of champagne. So I feel like your dreams are coming to fruition. You're totally bossing up. Luck is on your side, but there's something curious. Something makes you sort of sit up and listen. I also feel like you're going to be curious about a new person that comes into your world. Thank you so much. Whoa. And we've got Elephant, greatness. I mean, what a card. Elephants are strong. Also, elephants, they never forget. Okay, so I feel like whatever the past situation is, and it's a Scorpio trait as well, we never forget. Scorpios do not forget a thing. They can literally go at 9:05 on the 18th of December, back in 2001, you said this to me on this date, and it was raining, and you were wearing blue shorts, and you were wearing, we've got like a, what do you call it? Photographic memory for things. So elephants never forget. But it says here, love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So basically, that's exactly what this whole reading's been about. Okay? Your tenacity, your willpower will get you to where you want to go. Okay? Also, elephants have great empathy and psychic ability. They're so emphatic. So very important message there for you. You can achieve greatness. And I feel like that is what's occurring in February for you. I'm just going to get you a final trinket before we close. You're kidding me. Wow. We have a feather. Beautiful energy there. Just as I'm showing you the feather, I can hear someone stirring a beverage with a spoon. You know that sort of clinking when you're stirring a beverage with a spoon? So if that's you, I can feel your energy. There's definitely something in this message for you, okay? That's not going to resonate for everyone. But it's almost like, you know, when someone makes that sound on a glass or a cup, it's almost like you have something to say, or that something is about to be said or declared in some way. That's the energy that I'm picking through. Now we have the feather. So this is about meeting of minds, but also you may find a feather. They just corrected me. They said you will find a feather. Could you show me? So they're showing me you will find a feather outside a place of importance to you. You will find a feather on your path that is unique in front of a place of importance for you. So if, for example, you're going for a job opportunity and the place is important, you want to work there, just before you go in, you're going to notice a feather that stands out outside the property. Okay, so that's what they're giving me with this for you. And they want me to put it on the King of Wands, which is success, leadership, influence. So I feel like you're going to stand out from the crowd in some way. And also we've got the engagement ring. So there's definitely an opportunity in February for you to have some sort of commitment with somebody, okay? You may commit on deeper levels. Some of you may actually, if you're in a relationship already, you may have your partner pop the question. because it's engagement. But what they're indicating is, so if you think about the diamond there, the diamond truly becomes something of value and worth under pressure. And I feel like you've gone through a lot of pressure and a lot of challenges to get to this point, and now you're about to succeed. And you value yourself very highly. So I feel like you're going to come full circle and unify with the people and the situations that are aligning with your true prosperity path, your true north, okay? So I feel like this is about you recognizing your value. And they want it on the Ace of Pentacles. So very, very important. I'm going to leave it there. Very difficult message there. Also, if you'd like to win a free personal reading, I'm opening the competition again there, my beautiful Scorpio. All you have to do is put this sentence in the comments box below, which is, I am loved. That's it. Spirit want you to write that down, because thoughts become things. I am loved. Words become things. I am loved. So all you have to do is put I am loved, okay? And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of February. They really want me to explain words to you. This has come up in a couple of readings in the last couple of days. Words, we have to spell them. And spells actually are us conjuring things that we want. If you think spells, spellings, we are actually vocalizing things we want to bring to life. An incantation, spelling, spells. So when you think about things, you bring things about. When you talk about yourself, make sure it's in the positive, because you become what you talk about. You're releasing spellings or spells into the world by what you're saying. So remember, no negative self-talk. And if you catch yourself doing it, correct yourself. So just remember that, okay? I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. I do apologize if the energy felt really like stuck halfway through, because I really could feel that there's something you are stuck on, or you're feeling a little bit stuck in the mud energy. Something you're working really hard, you're exhausted, but that energy is going to move faster in February for you. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, and love and light.